Welcome to MySpace. I'm Melissa. I'm here to open up a new blog, and the subject for this evening is going to be pets. What kind of pets you should have, can take care of, what's realistic. We've been going through this. The glow you see behind me is a 200-gallon tank that I recently acquired from an older gentleman for free. He was giving them away through Craigslist. I have to mention that's a very helpful list if you're looking for cheap or free things. I got a 200-gallon aquarium. I got a 100-gallon aquarium and a 65-gallon aquarium. I will be filling them. I'm going to be having Oscars and in my 200. Now, trouble with Oscars, they're very dirty fish, and the filtration for them is going to be exceptionally hard. I'm going to have two filters on it, and they're both going to be canisters where I can change the filter media in it so I can clean it in several different stages. Now for cleaning the rocks that is going into the tank, I have to build this whole vacuum pump system by hand. It has to be homemade, or I'm spending a couple of $1,000s on one of those, but I'm gonna do that. That's not a problem. My 100 gallon is gonna house koi fish. Now they're very, very, very beautiful but dirty fish also, which is gonna have to have two. Well, I'm gonna put a canister filter in there. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm gonna have two air pumps pumping in air, the canister filter, and the lighting system are going to be under cabinet lights, which I'll have on 2 timers, and one will be for moonlighting, one will be for daylighting, because you have to get them accustomed to their hours of being active and non-active. My 65-gallon tank is going to house tropical fish. They're going to be saltwater, so it's going to be salt. Now, once you make a tank saltwater, it's hard to make it go back. It's going to get into the seals, and if you decide to go back to fresh water from a saltwater tank, you're going to kill all the seals, peel them out, reseal it, and make sure that it's waterproof. Now, I'm building another tank because I'm going to get a reptile tank going. I'm either going to have iguanas, but I'm really looking into boa constrictors because they're very beautiful snakes, and I love snakes. Turtles are good. Red-eared sliders. I have a red-eared slider. He's about, let's see, yeah, that big. And dirty animal, very nasty. There is no filtration system for them. I don't suggest getting a red-eared slider. The only reason I got this one is because actually I was almost ran over, and we picked them up out of the street, and that's how I acquired that one. Cats, playful. I do have 3 of them. Now, you have to be on their litter, and I suggest people sit there and go, well, you do the litter boxes, you get those self-cleaning trays. I wouldn't suggest that, just because it just costs too much. You know, the easiest thing that I found to do is buy those disposable ones. You get 2. Well, actually, you're supposed to have 1 tray more than the number of cats. So if you have 1 cat, you should really have 2 litter trays. I just find it easier, just pick them up, throw them in the trash, and that's it, you know, after you put them in a plastic bag and everything. But that's the best thing for them. Dogs. Now, dogs is really interesting. It really depends on how big the dog is, for one, their temperament, and clean up and dispose of. I don't care what kind of dog you have, even if you have a teeny tiny one, you really should have some type of area, yard, that's enclosed that they can run around in. I really do suggest that for dogs and cats that you get the ID that they put in a shot and they put underneath the skin. Those are really good. I do have a dog also. Yeah, I know it's a zoo, but I do have a dog. She's a pit bull. She's a brundle, and you know, get away from that whole scary, oh, it's a pit bull, it'll kill me thing. It's not true. It's really on the disposition of the owner and how they treat it and raise the animal. She thinks she's like a big cat. In fact, She tries to play with my cats, but my cats don't like dogs, so I have to keep them separated. She's like the biggest, cutest, just suffice it to say that she'll probably lick you to death. As for other animals, ferrets aren't legal in California, although we do sell the everything to take care of a ferret here in California. You can find it at any pet store. You can probably even find it at Walmart. They're, I wouldn't say destructive, but they're a little bit worse than cats. They do like to shred. They like, when they do find shiny objects, they do like to take those objects and hide them. You'll miss buttons. They'll take shiny buttons off your clothes. Anything that just glimmers. They are a cute pet. I don't suggest you have a cat and a ferret at the same time unless they've grown up together. I've never personally owned a ferret, but one of my friends did. I did, however, own a cockatoo, and she was cute. I owned cockatiels in the past, and they were cute. They are, if you don't like a lot of noise though, I don't suggest birds. Birds are very noisy. As for their cleanup, not too hard. Some newspaper at the bottom of the cage, although you want to be careful about the cages you get for them. You do want it climate controlled wherever the birds are. You don't want it too hot, too cold. Well, you know, look up your birds and make sure that you know what you're doing for them. In fact, any of that. Anytime you acquire a new pet, please do your research before you decide to take one in. Too many people turn their pets in, the SPCA, or they let them go, and that's just awful for the pet. The worst thing you can do to a pet that's grown with you for like a year or so, I mean, even if they've spent just a few weeks with you, the worst thing you could do is let them go out and try to fend for themselves. That's not the environment they were raised in, and most assuredly they would die. And that those are your most common household pets. I've never owned anything bigger than a dog. Fish. Someone a long time ago used to live with me who owned snakes. That's why I know a little bit about snakes. My roommate, he has a lizard, and it is kind of, well, it's cute. It's one of those bearded dragon. That's what it is. It's really cute. Although you have to remember, anything that's reptilian usually is coated in salmonella. So every time you handle a reptile, that means snake, lizard, turtles, anything reptilian, you're going to want to wash your hands after handling them. And what I suggest is you use an antibacterial soap. Clean, clean, clean is what you want. You don't want to touch your lizard and then eat right afterwards with your hands. I know that sounds bad. Please don't take it out of context. And that's it. That's it for my little animal corner. I just touched on a few bases. I just wanted to let you know some things that you should do and can do and could do, and that's it. Anyway, if anyone else can think of something else to talk about, please let me know, and I'll try to go in more depth if anyone else would like more information. All right, well, talk to y'all later. Bye.